Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain fourth chapter of your supplementary book in the Kingdom of Fools. This is a very funny story of a king and his foolish minister. So let's get start the story. So first of all, introduction of the story. In the Kingdom of Fools is basically a Kannada folk tale written by A.K. Ramanujan. Is a comical story based on the Kingdom of Fools and how it is ruled by fools. The story brings into light the stupidity of a king who did not use logic and reasoning to take important decisions. Hence, he ends his life and also make minister to lose his life. The story is represented in a funny manner, but it makes a reader ponder over the irresponsibility and foolishness of the king and his pupil. Now about the character of the story. Okay. There are many characters in the story, but I am here talking about the main character of the story. These four are main character in the story. Otherwise, there are lots of character in the story, but they are having minor role. But these four characters are very important in the story. First, the king, the foolish ruler who has excluded himself. Clear? Second is the minister, the foolish advisor to the king who agrees with everything that the king proposes. Next, the guru, a very resourceful person with magical powers who later becomes the king through his wisdom. Next is the disciple, a very greedy and short-sighted person who remembers his guru in the time of need. So that's all about the characters. Now I am going to explain summary of the chapter in point wise so that you can understand the story very well. Okay. So first of all, story begins with the stupid orders followed in the Kingdom of Fools. It was long ago there was a Kingdom of Fools. Both the king as well as his minister were fools. They ordered that night should be treated as day, and all the people should work at that time, and day should be treated as night. So they should go to bed as soon as the day broke. Anyone who did not obey the orders would put to death. So out of fear, people obeyed the king. So further in the story, a guru and his disciple arrived. Okay. So arrival of a guru and his disciple. One day, a guru and his disciple arrived in the city. They were surprised to find there was no activity and everyone in the kingdom was sleeping during the day. When night fell, everyone got up and started doing their normal work. The guru and disciple were very hungry, so they purchased some food item. While they were purchasing food item, they were surprised to find the price of everything was same in the kingdom. That was one dudu. So Guru realized that this is the Kingdom of Fools, and he decided to leave, but the disciple insists to stay there. The Guru at once realized that it was a Kingdom of Fools. So he decided to leave the kingdom without delay. He told his disciple that their lives were in danger as the fools could create any unpleasant situation for them. But disciple was feeling happy there because everything was very cheap there. While Guru decided to leave that place, but the disciple insists to stay there so that he could enjoy cheap food. So next point is burglar in the rich man's house. One day, a thief broke into the house of the rich man. A wall of the house fell on him and he died on the spot. The brother of thief complained to the king that the rich man was responsible for the thief's death because the wall of his house was weak. So after thief's brother complained, the king decided to give justice. So he gave a weird justice. Okay. So the owner of the house was someone. But he said that the bricklayer who had constructed the wall was the responsible for this. Eventually, a bricklayer was someone who shifted the blame onto a dancing girl. He said that when he was making the wall, a dancing girl passed several times through the street, which distracted his attention. Further, the dancing girl told to the king that she had ordered a goldsmith to make jewelry for her, but he could not finish it in time, so she had to pass through the street several times. Then the goldsmith called. He said that he had to make ornaments for a wedding in the rich man's house. So he could not finish the jewelry of a dancing girl in time. The rich man was the same owner of the house where the thief had died. He said that his father had placed the order. The king and his minister decided that since the rich man's father had died, he would be executed in his place. So, more drama at the stake. The king ordered a new stake to be made for execution of the rich man. He was brought to the stake, but it was found that he was very thin. The stake did not fit to him. The king ordered for such a fat man to fit the stake. Even funnily enough, the Guru's disciple was found to fit for the stake, and he was brought to the place of execution. Now he remembered his Guru and prayed to him. With his magical power, Guru saw everything and at once reached there. He told something to his disciple in his ear, and his disciple immediately understood what the Guru said to him. So, Guru played a master trick to save his disciple. Now the Guru and disciple started quarreling. Each wanted to die first. The king asked them why they were eager to die. Then the Guru told the king that the stake was new. Anyone who died first on the stake would be the king in the next life. Anyone who died next would be the minister. This forced the king and his minister to ponder over the situation. They wanted to be the king and the minister in the next life too. At night, they went to the prison secretly and released the Guru and disciple. They replaced themselves in their places. So, the next day, they were taken to the stake and executed. Now, in the last, the story, good days return. When people came to know of the death of their king and minister, they mourned. They discussed about the future of the kingdom. Then they requested to the Guru and the disciple to be their king and the minister. They agreed to rule the kingdom, but on one condition. The old laws would be changed back to the normal laws of any other kingdom. It was agreed upon, and the good days returned in the kingdom. So that's all about the chapter. I hope you understand. Now you go through the exercise of the book and write the answer of the questions. In the next video, I will explain another chapter of your syllabus. Till then, have a nice day.